Hello there. So if you ever work with 3D models, you probably run into a problem when you need a correct texture. So in this video, I want to go show you a way you can create textures from photo, or most important with new application from AI. So how we can utilize AI text to image or image to image to create real 3D texture. And when I mean real 3D texture, you always can take a photo and put it over your image. So for example, let's go right here. We can have it there. Let's go color, select picture. I can take just any image and apply it. And it's look okay. But if you start looking on details, you notice the lighting is wrong, like right here, flat. It's definitely does not look like some grass or moss or whatever. It's look just like an image, place it. So in this case, you need to have additional information, additional channels, or how the light distributed, how it's reflected, how it's absorbed, and additional information to apply to our materials. So it's have multiple ways you can do it. Many applications can create different way. As example, I will use it inside the view, and we're going to use it PBR material. And PBR material, it's industry standard, how they separate properties of material, how it's affecting by the light, and try to create it by those channels. Example, if you look on bottom, we'll have a channel color, alpha, bump map, normals, displacement, metallins, roughness, ambient collision, reflectivity, clear coat, new one, and effects. This is related to effect tab just to the view, so ignore this effect one, okay? And some application may have it a little bit less, some maybe more, but generic, you will have it all those channels that you can specify information and create a realistic material. And it sounds even a little bit complex, but it's not, because many additional applications already provide for you. Or for example, if you go to some website like Polygon, and again, it's just an example, you can purchase some of those PBR materials or special to create very realistic look. So as I say, very realistic look, let me show you example what I'm meaning. So right here we have it our cube, and we have it apply our mouse. So let's say we have it also bump and normal, and some is a little bit older legacy or this. We will use it normals in this case, which is does not change shape of the object, but change how the lights will calculate ray reflective rays from the surface. So let's go on normals, and we'll go select mapped pictures, and we'll just go select mapped picture for this. If you look on the surface, look, it's not uniform now how it's reflecting, have it brighter and darker dots. So it actually change effect how lights are reflecting. Notice it does not change any shape of our object. If we're going in displacement, and we'll go to add mapped picture for our displacement, and for this one I'll just use it height for this. We'll notice on the edges, now our edge is changed because the displacement will change shape of the object. It does not change how the object with polygons does not modify them, because if we remove the displacement, the cube still be cube. It's only change in a way when it's calculating our light rays. But just think, normal does not change shape, displacement will change shape. We also have it metallicness, roughness. Currently in that material we don't have it those channels, so we'll skip, but we'll have it roughness. And roughness will allow us to calculate how shiny this material is, because some lights may be distributed in different directions, some may be going in single direction, like metallicness will give it a specular lighting a little bit more. But no, we don't have it metallicness for this material, but we have it roughness. So I'll go map pictures, and we'll go select right here our roughness, and you'll notice in a second when it's preloaded, now lights does not have it those bright single dots, because it's specially distributed diffuse lights a little bit better, creating it with a roughness. Okay, next we have it also ambient occlusion, and we do have it thus it's provide us with a properly mapping on the shadows and highlights, so creating a little bit more in the 3D. And right here, look on this material. Now it's look more realistic. Now it's look like it's real, some material or things. And it's because how it's calculating with a light distribution on material. And that's why I say it's very important. Sometimes make or break of quality of your texture is important. And many simple low polygons models or textures can get away with a lot of stuff just because they have a very good texture. Okay. So how do we have a texture? We can have it by photo, just take a single photo and put it this. We can have it generate through different applications like Filter Forge, or you can even going like on a, for example, Midjourney, and right here, say I created texture right here. Very easy to do this. But the problem, again, this is just a single image, okay? It does not have a channel. What we have this flatness. Even it's look like nice, this moss plants, look on this. It's look beautiful, or rocks. They does not actually do too much to us because they will be just simple as project image, which is flat. The rocks, they won't look this three-dimensional. So we need somehow take them and convert. In many ways, actually, I do personally have many videos how you can do in Photoshop and do all the stuff, but it's have a few applications that do help you to do this much better. And I will show you them in a second. So we'll start one, again, with progression step. It is if you have an image, photo, or you render like with a Midjourney or any another AI text to image application, you create your texture that you like it. Some of them can be metal, some can be rock, whatever you want, like right here. Let's use this one, metal, for example. Okay, the other applications, what I call it is Materialize. And the best parts about this, it's a free application, so you can go and download it and use it for free. What Materialize does for us, it's actually you can upload an image as diffuse map, and you can create all those channels by hand. So it does help you, it does assist you. For example, right here we don't have a height map. I can go and click create, and you notice right here it's open image, and I can specify on the height. Okay, when it's done, click set, and now we have a height map. You can do same with the normals, metallic, and you can see all of this, you remember. So in this case you can go and manually adjust. It is powerful application. It's a great to take any photo and convert into real PBR material with all its properties. However, some of those properties you need to know. What I was meaning, you need to know if I do with the smoothness, okay? How does the smoothness will affect? What does those dark, bright lines doing? So it will take experiment and everything. And it's not hard to learn. It's actually very easy to application, but it is take experimental. So another application I want to show you, and this is actually quite a bit impressive. It's called from ArmorLab, and it is AI powering texturing material. So keep in mind, this is a beta application, so it still be in production. Some stuff does not work well, some is work not all the way, but it is not basic, excellent application. I was really impressed, so I start using. Let me show you what we have right here. One thing, let me say up front, this is application is not free application. So you could actually go to the GitHub, download it. It's open source project, which kind of nice. You can download it, all of this information, all of the library, put it and run compiler. And they actually have it very nice to explain how you can do with Visual Studio and other stuff and create your own executable. However, if you don't want to do this, or you also want to just support them as well, you can go and download it. It will be purchased. I think it's $20 if you purchase this from Gumroad. And when you purchase this application, you can actually go and download it executable. Personally, I did purchase from them because I think it's a great project and I want to support them in creating this. And the reason is why, because it is simple text to image or image to image. So let me show you what I was meaning by this. Right here we have our application. Okay, and let me create new. So we go file, new project, and as we're creating new, you can see what we have. We have an output and we have it photo to PBR. So it's already nice. Already we can have it some image, and application will calculate AI-based application and creating for us our base color, occlusion, roughness, metallic, normal map, high map. So it's creating those maps for us already, but it's getting even better. So we're going and select, let's put it on 2Ks, and we'll go on a nodes, and we'll go and select text to photo, like right here, and we'll connect color to color. Inside we can type what we wanted. For example, That's this type grass. What is Materialize? It's using, I think it's probably using Stable Diffusion. Okay, I think it's an early version of Stable Diffusion, but it's using, and it will generate it for us image and created material. So all what we need to do right now, click on the run. Right here, our render is done. It is in 2D, and because I typed the grass, it does render grass for us. So it does not render texture. Let me go in the 3D mode. Right here we have our 3D mode. And problem is what I found with some text, you want to be a little bit descriptive. So for example, if I did it grass, I probably want to say texture, because it is text to photo, so you can specify what you've done. And for me personally, I found it work very well if I'm going to use, like for example, in Midjourney. And in Midjourney, I just create before, copy and paste some of this texture, and you can see right here when I create texture in Midjourney, and I can use those text string. So you actually can go like in Stable Diffusion, try create all these different textures which work, and paste inside your applications and re-render inside here as well. So this is one way to do it, and I'll show you a little bit more later when we start working with this, how to with a text string to create it. We'll go over in Midjourney, which maybe help you more visual see how you can create with a specific text, how we can create it. But let me show you another things. So this is one way you can create it. We also can have it just image texture. So what is meaning? We can take our image and connect and use this. However, I found much easy. You will already have it predefined. Like let's go see if we can find our images. Console, plug scripts. Nope, we need to browse to ours. So let's go ahead and open some of the images we have. And it's easy as click import, and we can go import the images what create with Midjourney. Next, what I need to do, just take this image, drag and drop. And as I'm drag and drop, you can see this image texture, same as was from here up here. But this is image texture, have actually our path, and path is specified in this line. So if you just add nodes, you can also specify it. Notice it's also provide alpha in color. Currently, this image does not have any alpha, so I'm just using color, and I'll go connect color to the color. So now this image will process as PBR and creating for us output on those channels. So let's go ahead and try this. And you know what, before, let me go on 3D. Yeah, that's in 3D and 2D. Okay, we'll go on 3D. Okay, so this was a little bit fast, and you can see how it's changed. Already not image, I can see the lighting change and everything. You can also play a little bit with lighting and inside the view to apply it. Now let's preview this materials what we just created. So I'm going File, and I'm going to export the textures that we just created. Okay, we'll just navigate to folder and click save on our new destinations. Let's name it metal. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Click save, and now it's exporting. So let's look what we have at this point, and you can see it's export for us metal base, which is color diffusion. We have it height, normal, occlusion, and roughness. It's what we have. We did not have alpha or metallic. And again, some of channels maybe not yet produced. Let me restate again, it is in a beta version, so it's still developing, but it's still very functional at this moment. Let's check back with our view. So right here is our view, and we have our material open. And let's go to preload our materials. And we'll go navigate with our base material, click open. So it's preloaded here. Let's go to the normals, and we'll just go same. We'll preload it now, normals in here. Let's click on a normal, navigate, that is our metal normal, so we'll open them as well. Notice it is kind of split. I want to put it probably, let's go with object parametric, so we'll have it one single material. Okay, now let's go with displacement. Oops, same right here. Let's go click and downloaded our displacement. Okay, we'll go with heights for this. Same, we have it our roughness. And I think actually metallicness channel is not yet all the way done, because I need to figure out a little bit more on this, but it seems to me it does not create it, which is okay. We can rework on that channel as well. I'll show you in a second how. Okay, we go right there. Let's go navigate, and we take our roughness, I think. Yes, it's what we have it. Yeah, we have roughness, and we have just one more ambient occlusion to add here. So right there, we'll open again, navigate to our ambient occlusion. Okay, and we'll just select this one. The one actually, sometimes roughness, it's also work very well for the metallicness, because it is reflection if you don't have any channel. And that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to create this one. So we'll go right inside, roughness, and sometimes we actually need it inverse roughness for our metallicness to work on this. Okay, so right here we created, and look on this, we have a beautiful material now created. It's look very realistic. We can just take our camera. Okay, let's bring a little bit closer, like around here. Okay, and you know what, before let's render. So I want to be final, render to screen. Okay, all set properly, and we'll just click on the render. Okay, and as it's pre-pause having, I already can see a little bit rough on a bump map, but look on this, look on the displacement, how beautiful edges went. It's just nice. It's a little bit too rough, I think, the points, but general it actually does a very good job. So it is a little bit too rough. We may need to take some of those values down. But I think as an example to showing you what the displacement and other material, and look at this, this is created from our image. So what have we done? Okay, so there's our material. I think this looks kind of nice actually, with a few options, of course. On material, let me go select cube, edit, and displacement is too high, honestly. I think it is 20 centimeters, so let's go with a 5 centimeters, maybe 5 centimeters, even too high actually displacement, because we have it very close up on this, you know, on this material, maybe like 1 centimeter displacement. Same with the normals, we can just reduce a little bit intensity down, metallicness, because we don't have it. Let's go just switch back to 0 on this one. Our roughness reflections should be fine, but generally you can actually modify, and you can see how easy we can go and modify some of those properties to work a little bit better for us. Okay, let's go render one more time. Okay, so right here we're done, and you can see it's much smaller. Okay, there's before and after. You can see the lot of properties we can modify, but texture is look very realistic. I do love how it's come up. So let's look a couple more things on our program, and it seems like we can render images, but it's much more to this. So what I was meaning by this, it's nice when you render on one plate, but what if I want to see on specific object on this? Then I can go actually and import the mesh. So I can actually go select some object, OBJ or a FBX, a Blender as well. So it's kind of nice about this. And you know what? Let me select some over there. Let's go with this dino. I don't know what is this one. We'll just select. So it's will materials split. Do we want split? Yeah, let's split by materials. You can split by object or by materials. And right here, there you go. There's our dinosaur. Look on this. Yeah, how to say, it's missed some stuff because I don't know what I was importing, but right here you can see we have it. Notice the leg separated by, okay, right there. By the way, your right click will rotate, your middle button press hold or scroll will just pan around. So this is how we can do it. And of course the scroll, it will zoom. Easy, very intuitive navigation. You know what, we can load a different model, but I think this is just work fine. I don't care about we're missing some head at this time. What I'm looking at is how the texture. One thing to notice that when you create texture, you can actually create and apply it, but Keep in mind, it's not UV mapped. It's mapped by materials, but it's like stretching going around. So if you try to create different material, you can apply it and preview. Afterwards, you probably will still want to take the material that is created and put it inside the UV mapper and have it a little bit better done job inside. You can do actually inside the Blender, and it's fully support, so it's kind of nice. Let me show you a few things before we jump to next. What we can do here, we have our image to text when I can upload it image. You already notice we do have it nodes when we have it text to image, but we also have a tiling. So let me actually add nodes. Let's go with this one. We'll drag and drop. Okay. Also, I can have it, for example, tiling. So if we add a tile, we can connect tile to between them. So it will also start take our image and apply properly automatically of tiling. So it's will work edges for us as well. And if we have a too small image, I'm just trying to kind of readjust, position them right there. Okay. We can also have it another node that allowed to upscale. So we can take our image and upscale these as well. So you can see it's a lot of different nodes. We can do a lot of different options. And by the way, this is showing upscale from previous what I was done. It's kind of funny. It's applied to this. But when we run re-render, it will clear, of course, all nodes and everything. So generally, it is very nice applications that allow you to skip a lot of those steps when you need to create it. PBR materials, very easy going forward with this. I will definitely make another video just about how to use the applications. Maybe not exactly very soon. I want to wait to fix a couple things because, as I said before, it is beta application, and I found a few things not necessarily work maybe as was intended. So hopefully when a new version come, it will there, and I really hope they actually keep this project going because it is a great, it's very unique application. It is have a great potential, and for us as artists, it's very nice to use this. Now let's go to the prompt because, as I said before, it can use it, this AI. I think it's Stable Diffusion. It's an engine to render to create those images from text to this. So all what you needed here. In our application, you need to actually just going and specify text, what texture you want to do it. So what text you can do, and this is from personal experience when I done. Okay, let's look on some text prompt. Text prompt, what I like on the beginning, I almost always specify texture. Texture, it is weights, how work with AI. It's also creating, okay, so I need to create more flat look. And if you don't want tile or other things, also top view does help. For example, in this case, you can see it is top view of the rocks. So we'll have it kind of like pebbles, different stuff. So texture, define what you needed, and next top view. Sometimes you may have a problem like right here, round, which is going. And if it's still texture, water, form, top view, it's kind of look a little bit different because try to review, you may want to try like waves or ocean, a little bit more specify in this case. The sand, texture, sand, top view, you can see same things. We have a texture, we have a top view and object that we need to specify in this case. So let's go ahead. This one is again texture, foreground, ground, cover, top view. How say it's experimental, and I was trying different put it words to define which way, and those ones are work best for me. Sometimes if you have it like without top view or other things, if I put like forest moss close up textures, it does provide texture, but you can see it's more as the with the definitely depth of field too shallow. So I don't know if we can use it some of this. It's look nice, but realistically it's not that much texturing applied for our materials in this case. The another ones is rocks was always good, but again rocks texture close up. So the words you want to use it, maybe top view, close up, texture. So those ones is defined words that will help AI to create this. The another ones I like to experiment, and it's, for example, circuit board when I'm going to create. And this one, texture electronic motherboard. I know this will go from top view, but it does create very nice textures that we can use it. In some cases, like with Midjourney 3, you can use it special tags like tiling, so it will add to the edges. If you cannot have a tiling in ArmorLab, remember you have a special link, you can put it image and you can tile that way. The brick walls also work very well. In some cases, texture brick wall, you can try apply those ones. And again, you can apply as a tiling to them also. Well, I hope you find this video nice and useful to you. Let me know if you have any questions, if you will experiment with some applications. Hopefully when they release full versions, we'll have better videos, kind of step-by-step how to use it. But even on a beta stages right now, this is very impressive, and I think it is a great way to use it, AI text to image, to help for the artist to create beautiful textures and help us to create more interesting work. Thanks for watching. If you like it, give us a thumb up, subscribe, and let me know if you have any more questions. Thanks.